This year has been such a crazy year. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy for everybody, including me in many different ways. Today, I really wanted to do a video on saving money. So I tried to think of a bunch of ways that I personally save money. So today I'm gonna give you 5 tips on saving money and things that will help you this year. Welcome back to Secrets of a Stylist. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kim. I'm a fashion stylist. For those of you who do, welcome back. I've missed you. I'm looking forward to chatting in the comments down below. Before I get into the video, if you guys like this video, hit subscribe down there. It's a fun red button. It's free. Just like that. Okay, let's get on to the video. Today, I really want to talk about saving money. So I've been trying to I'm gonna ramble a little bit, bear with me. It'll be a quick ramble, but I've just, in the midst of everything changing, I feel like I just sort of lost a bit of my creative drive, and I'm trying to really think of putting things out there that help you and that are helpful to everyone, and it is in the spirit of how I actually feel. So today's video, I was thinking, okay, well, how can we save money? One of the things that I had received that I've just been testing, I talked about on another video, is this anti-sweat device. It's by a company called DermaDry, and actually this video is sponsored by them, so thank you DermaDry for sending that to me and sponsoring the video. I get asked by many companies if I want to try many things, and I'm very picky about what I say yes to. However, I am sweaty, and so I got approached by them, and at first I think I was like, no, and then I thought about it again. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it, but on the premise that if I try it and I don't like it or it just doesn't work, I'm not talking about it. They were totally cool. They're like, of course, no problem. So I did end up trying it, and it did work. And in fact, I'm super, super impressed. So I'm gonna talk about it, and I'll just give you guys a brief rundown. So it's my #1 way of saving money. Sometimes you have to spend a little money to save some. If you are a sweaty person, if you have sweaty, they call it hyperhidrosis, I think. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but hyperhidrosis, that's what it is. It is hyperhidrosis. Okay, little disclaimer. If you guys are not a super sweater, you can just skip past this part because I want to talk a lot and explain it to you. But I really think you should listen, because if you know someone who's an excessive sweater, a sister, an aunt, a friend, this is actually a really great product, and I think you could be helpful to them. For those of you watching, they're like, well, what is hyperhidrosis? It's when you have excessive sweating. I actually had a good girlfriend back in university who was had it very severely, sweat would just pour out of her armpits. She actually ended up getting her sweat glands removed because it was so bad. So you can have mild levels, which is where you just get wet, medium and severe. I have milds. I get wet like everyone else, but I was like, you know what, this is great. If I'm not sweaty, that's a fantastic thing. I'm gonna try it. But the reason I've included it in this video is because it actually saves you money. Because I know that many people who are excessive sweaters stain the armpits of their shirts. And I have a lot of good friends, actually, one of my very best friends who stains every armpit of every shirt. And so it is a problem because you end up wrecking thousands of dollars worth of clothes, and you really can't wear shirts. You always have to be worried about it. Excessive sweating ruins t-shirt armpits. That's a fact. So anyway, I was really impressed with it. I'll just show you the box so you guys can see what it looks like. So I felt like the box was great. I was like, well, this doesn't look too daunting. And actually it's not at all. This device is actually made in Canada, and they ship it right to you. So it's really cool. I went through the manual. It's not hard to use at all. I'm one of those people that when there's a lot of writing, my eyes just glaze over, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. It's actually super easy to use. You plug in the electrodes, you turn the power on, it shows you a picture, it points to the armpits. Not difficult. It asks what level you want. I think for armpits, it's 1 to 8. And then it's different for feet, and it's different for hands. So for those of you who have really sweaty palms or really sweaty feet, it actually has use for that as well. So these silver things, they slide right into this blue pouch. This you have to soak in tap water. So I always go run it under the tap, and then I just pop it on. It's wet, so it's a little sticky right now. And then you just stick it under your armpit, press the button. And then this morning I was doing research for YouTube. So I actually put them both under my arms, and I just kind of typed away and read my emails. And so it sits under your armpits for 15 minutes. Hands and feet is 20 minutes. So for your hands and your feet, there's just a little tray, the case that it comes in. You just put your hands in there in water and you wait. You can listen to a podcast, TV, whatever works for you. That's 20 minutes. And I'm gonna give you a little tip and trick. So I always overfill these with water and the water comes like pouring down my armpits. You don't need to do that. You just need to make sure they're wet. And the next thing, when I pressed power, I was wondering why it wouldn't work. You must hold the power button down for 3 seconds. I'm giving you my tips so that you don't have to actually thoroughly read the manual. These are the questions I had. You hold that down for 3 seconds and it starts. And the question is, does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt, but it feels like tiny little elastics like snapping against my armpit. But I put it on the highest setting because like if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. How long? What's the duration? Duration is 2 to 3 times a week. If you have mild sweating versus excessive, you can do it for 2 weeks. If it's excessive sweating, they say to do it from 4 to 6 weeks. Anyway, I did it and you can do it every day. I was doing it every day because I really wanted to see. I was trying to I jacked it up and I did it every day because I wanted to give you guys like a very good evaluation. I've actually also given this to a few different friends of mine because I want everyone to try it. So far I'm ahead of everyone, but I will tell you that it 100% worked for me. I was actually at an event last night and it was very hot out and everyone's like, ooh, I'm really sweaty. And I was just like, it was that moment that I was like, I'm not sweaty. I'm normally very sweaty. And so that was kind of my aha moment because it's kind of hard to tell on a day-to-day basis if you're not like pouring sweat every day. But everyone else was really sweating and I had no sweat. So I can tell you from that experience, I've been using it for 2 weeks. I used it every day in the highest setting. That was my experience. You do have to use this on a continual basis. It's not like you're gonna do it for 1 month and then never do it again. It's something that you can continually treat. So it's an ongoing thing. I believe for the price, it's really worth it. I mean, there's other things you can do. Some people Botox their armpits. You can remove your sweat glands, but I feel like this is a very safe at-home method. And again, it's worth the investment. How do you save your money? You are not ruining your clothes. You're not buying excessive amounts of deodorant or whatever else you're doing if you have an excessive sweating problem. So I would like to say thank you to DermaDry. Excellent product. I found it easy to use and it really worked. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I'll leave you guys a link down below. Definitely let me know if you've tried it in the comments below, please. If anyone else has tried it, leave some comments down below so that everyone else can talk about it. And also let us know what else you use if you are an excessive sweater. There you go, saving money, not ruining the armpits of every t-shirt. Tip number 2 for saving money, I found these little sponges. They're called a super sponge. So here's the thing. It actually absorbs, it has this special silicone coating on top of it. So you turn it upside down, you fill it with water, squeeze it out. And then when you go to apply it, all of your foundation is not absorbed into the sponge. So it's kind of like an upgraded beauty blender. The product is not absorbed into the sponge. There's less germs. You're using less foundation. Save makeup, ditch germs. It is ultra hygienic and save your money because these are gonna last for a lot longer. I'm not sure if you've ever cut in half a beauty blender, but it's disgusting and it's coated with foundation on the inside. So anyway, I thought these were great. I thought they were really cool. And another little hack, you can actually use them to apply sunscreen to like your little kid's face. You know when you put your hands on and you're like smearing your kid's face? Just gonna say, if you have a little kid, they like being dabbed with it. They don't mind, they'll sit still. So it's a really cool idea. Anyway, I thought these were great. The foundation does go on well. I'm not a super foundation person. So when I was doing it, I had to be careful. I'm more used to the beauty blender and it being absorbed. But anyway, I thought it was a great thing. It's called the Super Sponge and they come in a bunch of colors. Ooh, and I'm gonna show you what else. And it comes with this little scrubby. So this actually you can use to clean your super sponge and then it sits on there and it can dry. And I have them sitting on my counter like that. So anyway, a great way to save money. You're gonna spend way less on your foundation. The next way you can save money, and this is just something that I feel like is intuitive, a lot of us do it, but not everyone does it, and it helps save the planet, is use a reusable water bottle. So I have so many amazing ones. I have a Yeti. I love my Yeti mug, but you can get them in like a Yeti water bottle. I mean, there's so many different brands. I actually left ice in my water bottle, in my Yeti, in my car, and it was like sitting out in the sun. By the time I came back, like 3 or 4 hours later, it was still cold and there was still ice in there. Like, that's amazing. So it saves you money. You just constantly can refill it. You can always leave it in your car. You don't need to keep buying water bottles. It's just such a terrible thing for the planet, and drinking out of plastic is like not good for you. I also have the most amazing water bottles that have a crystal in them. So if you like that type of thing, it's an amazing gift. A lot of people believe that the vibrations from the crystals are great. So anyway, get a reusable water bottle, get an amazing one that you absolutely love, and use it, and it will save you money every day on buying drinks out. The third way I recommend saving money this year is shopping your own wardrobe. So I actually did an entire video on this. So I'm gonna leave a link to that down below, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. But instead of going out there and like fall is coming around, and instead of being like, okay, well, what are the things I wanna buy? Like, really, we don't have anywhere to go anyway. But head into your closet and go and try to put together outfits from what you have. And if there's things that you don't wear, get rid of them. I do many videos on how to do that, but shop your own closet, find something that you haven't worn in a long time, and get creative. Find out how to wear it with something else. If you don't know how, Google it, and I'll tell you the secret to that. Let's say it's a blue sweater. So type in blue sweater street style, and they will pop up a bunch of images, and you'll be like, oh, I never thought of wearing my blue sweater with a leopard skirt and a pair of white runners. That looks fantastic. It's gonna give you a lot of ideas. So get into your closet, try something. I wanna hear from you down below. If you do this, let me know what item you picked out of your closet that you haven't worn in a long time, that you forced yourself to wear and you found a new outfit. Tell me what it was. I wanna hear about it. Shop your own closet, save some money. The next way you can save money this year is find free workouts online and stop paying for a gym membership or a cycle class membership or a yoga that you don't actually go to or that may get shut down this year. So you can actually find classes for free and work out right in your own living room or on your deck. I did that this year. It was amazing. And to thank those people that are actually doing those classes for you for free on Instagram, you can like a few photos, give them some love, and just like share that energy right back. But anyway, that will save you a couple $100 at least during the year. The last way that you can save money this year is by being really intentional with your wardrobe. So I've talked about this on a few videos. So what I'm talking about is like spending a little bit more, getting a higher quality product, and buying less junk that's like falling apart. Like, you don't need to buy a bunch of $5 t-shirts that you're never gonna wear, or a $12 pair of shoes that are just gonna end up in landfill next week. Just be a lot more intentional. Focus on the basics. So the core things that you need for your wardrobe that you don't have. I actually have a very popular video called 34 Basics You Must Have. I'll leave a link to that down below. That gives you kind of an expanded version of great things to have in your wardrobe. But if you just spend more money on building a basic wardrobe, that will really help you to save money this year, because you're not just gonna be mindlessly buying things online and in like a panic of what you need. If you spend your money on multi-use basics, it's going to save you money in the long run. And a lot of times they're not that expensive. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to say hi to me down below. Have a glass of wine, sit back, read the comments, chat with everyone else. Let me know your tips and tricks. Let me know if you've tried any of these products that I showed you in today's video, or if you have any great super saving hacks for everyone else out there. And I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video.